All right, we are live. Perfect. Hey everyone, it's me, Nightlord131, and welcome to today's stream. Today, we're just going to continue playing some Fortnite, and I will be doing a potential stream on Wednesday with Wilderness Lad, and we'll see what comes out of that. And yeah, I will be streaming potentially on Monday. Well, today's Monday. What am I talking about? Potentially streaming on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So yeah, we're gonna be going really hard into this. So let me just show you what's in the item shop before we commence. Okay. Oh, this guy's back from Borderlands. Oh yeah, here's all the Borderlands stuff. So if any of you guys are fans of Borderlands, better pick this up now while you still have the chance. Hi, insert name. Hi, how are you doing today? Nice to have you in the stream, and I hope you're having a great day. Oh yeah, also, Samurai Jack is back. I'm all right. That's great to hear. That's awesome. How did your weekend go? We also got him. I am for the most part. Oh, I see. I see. I'm doing pretty good myself. It was good, boring. Oh, I get you. I get you. I had a an interesting weekend for the most part. I'm trying to think. Um. Oh, I did get a new addition to my stream room. I did get this. I say never display case area for figures, actually action figures, and no, it looks cool. And yeah, that's all I have that I did. Just got that new display case and just you know that. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely, definitely. um, we got some American Dad in here. I've never been a fan of American Dad or like Family Guy or anything like that, but if you're a fan of this show, better pick this up, I guess. Excuse me. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, you do that. I actually had a look tribute. Oh, this is a great song. Jack Black is actually a part of that band. Actually, I actually had a meatball sub today, actually, and that was pretty good. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. It was like really hot today. I was supposed to go to work. I got to work, and then like you know they didn't need me, so I had like taken the bus all the way to work. I was told I wasn't needed, and then I took the bus back here to my home, and no, it sucked because you know it does take me a bit to like get dressed, go to work, and everything like that. But you know, I will be going to work tomorrow night, which will be good. Excuse me. Yeah, and also I get a little bit of some overtime, which is good. So yeah. Actually, here, let me just turn up my fan. It's also been really hot today. I think it's like 92, which, I don't know about you guys, but personally, I've never been a fan of the heat, and yeah, no, it's a weakness of mine. My perfect weather is in the 60s, um, cloudy day, rainy day, or if it is going to be like sunny, there has to be plenty of clouds, and preferably in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, like lower 70s. That's good weather for me. So, yeah. Oh, but when I got back home, actually, ooh, it was kind of an interesting thing, kinda. I had a kind of a migraine today, and it felt terrible, to be honest with you. Like my head felt like it was heavy and like I don't know, it was quite something. Fortunately, I'm better now, but yeah. But I did get to watch some animated DC Comics movies actually, like Justice League, Doom, and a little bit of Superman slash Batman Apocalypse. So yeah, and that's what my day has been essentially. All right. I won't be doing like an extremely long one, like on Saturday, because Saturday was like almost 3 hours. I do plan on doing an 8 hour stream at some point. I don't know how that's gonna go down, but you know. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, it is. You know, it's just a little bit hot in here. Pardon me. Let me just drink something. I'm not sick or anything, but I don't know. Well, actually, what do you guys like in terms of weather? Like, what's your perfect, um, you know, weather or perfect today? What's that look like? I'm genuinely curious. For me, no humidity. Humidity is a curse, I think. All right. Here. Let's take out. Ooh. There we go. 2 kills. Ooh. Despite the lag, it isn't really affecting me too much, though. All right. Oh, there we go. So I'm probably gonna be streaming for at least like maybe like about 2 hours or something. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go. For me, it's no humidity in the 40, 50, 50 mildly sunny. Excuse me, sunny. I like it. Meat offer. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. To be honest with you, like I can handle the cold. I like the cold. I've never had a real issue with the cold before. But it's just like the heat that's arguably the worst, to be honest with you. That's a weakness. I can handle being this, but heat is never fun. So, yeah. There we go. I'm trying to figure out where I should go. Alright, there we go. So what else? What would you guys like to talk about? I'm open to talk about, you know, a whole bunch of different stuff. I just want to hear like what is going on in your guys' lives, because, you know, that is something I like to, you know, I like to hear what goes on in other people's lives. And also, like, when it comes to, like, how, like, some creators, I say go about things, it's always usually a me kind of thing, and I don't want to be like those kinds of people. Like, I don't know, I just want to hear one on, like, what you guys are up to, because, you know. Ooh, there we go. Oh, let me take care of that bot thing. Alright. The bot has been taken care of. I don't have much going on personally. Like, besides my anniversary. Stream anniversary, not a relationship anniversary, because, yeah. No. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Darn it. Could have done better. But yeah, no, all I have is my anniversary on August the 1st, and then I will be up in Winnipeg, Canada again. And yeah, no, that's all I have, really. I am going to be up there for a couple days, and then I'll be coming back to the States. So. All right. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Lag. All right, there we go. Oh, I've been working 2 jobs at the moment. One's remote. One is sampling at Costco. I'm trying to get back into drawing again currently. That's good to hear. That's awesome, actually. That's great. I'm happy that, you know, you're trying to get back into drawing, and that's fantastic. Yeah. Like, to be honest with you, like, creatively, I've talked about how I want to, like, write again and, like, create, like, a, you know, film. Well, YouTube film stuff, yes. I do want to do that, and, I'll try to, like, pursue that as, like, a side project. But I'm honestly still trying to figure out. I have a second, like, YouTube channel thing I'm working on, and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to approach it. Because it's all going to be a horror, like, channel dedicated to just, like, all things spooky. Things are more serious, yes, but also more silly kind of stuff, too. And, I actually got to watch the new Evil Dead movie, and I don't know, I felt like it was a really good, like, exploration of a lot of different stuff. I'm not going to talk about it in depth here because, besides spoiler alert stuff, that movie deals with a lot of things like domestic abuse, family trauma, grief, a lot of stuff like that. And not everyone can, take. Um, not everyone's in the same headspace for that kind of stuff. Well, you could write cutie scare. Yeah, no, that could be an interesting thing. And actually, there's this one YouTube channel I really like. It's a horror YouTube channel that is called Dead Meat. It's actually one of my inspirations. Like, there's a couple inspirations, but I really like Dead Meat. It's a really great YouTube channel. If you haven't heard of them, they'll take, like, popular movies in horror and things adjacent to it, like Jurassic Park. They'll, like, say, "Oh, this person died by this," and also will give, like, some interesting, like, facts about, like, the production of a movie, or the lore. And the burnt peanut is in here. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, it's a really great channel. If you want to find, like, a good channel that, well, there's a lot of reasons why I respect Dead Meat, is because, like, in the past, and also, like, now, they do stand for, like, good things. Like, during when the writer's strike was going on, they had said until, like, until, like, the issue is taken care of, they wouldn't like, do movies from that certain studio until the workers were compensated and everything else like that was taken care of. So they're a good channel that stands on principle, and that's what I like about Dead Meat. So They're with it, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see. But no, I wouldn't do what they do because, like, they show clips from those certain movies, and I'm very terrified of YouTube's ID system. Like, if you have one clip from a movie, like that gets you into a little bit of a scary, you know, it makes it so that your YouTube channel gets deleted. And that scares me. Putting in all that work and then it's just gone. I really wish that YouTube, like when it comes to like classic, like traditional, the kill count is one of my favorites. Oh yeah, exactly. Wait, you like the kill count as well? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool. Like, how do you say this? How I would, like, my plan for my channel, my YouTube horror channel, I'm planning on like just showing pictures. Like, I know that's not like as advanced compared to like all these other channels or whatever, but you know, when you start off at something and you don't have anyone to like hold your hands and help you like through it, you know, it's terrifying. So I wish that YouTube, and not just YouTube, but just like other platforms, had like a similar to traditional media where you would pay a fee to like show off like a movie or a TV show or even a song on like a radio, on a radio station. The same goes for like TV networks and everything like that. I really wish that YouTube specifically had something like that. So if you wanted to show like a clip for like a review, you could do that without getting into trouble. I really wish that YouTube had that, because then it would be more easy to actually, you know, not get in trouble with YouTube and the copyright owners. But fortunately, with like public domain movies, that's not really a thing you have to be really concerned about. Depending on like the version of like, how do you say, public domain movies. Like a bunch of silent movies are in the public domain. I'm also planning on hosting a movie night sometime here, and you know, we'll look at 1920s. What's that called? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And for my Halloween event in October 30th, I do want to host another movie night with the showing of Phantom of the Opera, actually. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out to like, you know, so I can show those movies without getting in trouble, because you know it's a legit fear. But actually, since you brought up the kill count, movie night, I love that book, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, I haven't Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I haven't read that book, but I do know a bit of the premise and like some key things that happen. But I don't know, it would be fun to read that sometime. Yes, for real. I love James uh A. Janice. I think he's great. I was actually watching um before I took my nap today actually. I was actually watching his tour room of his uh of the main studio. And it was like really cool to see he has all these different props and everything like that. Yeah. I would love to meet him. That would be so cool. Really? That's interesting. That's cool. That's fantastic, actually. Yeah, no, like when it comes to like exploring like horror, I know I've been talking about horror a lot, but no, horror has been like, I don't know. The more I learn and the more I just consume it, the more it reignites my love for the genre and all the subgenres too. So yeah, I got to watch how you say a bunch of movies um lately. I've watched all the Evil Dead movies, all 6 of them, and I've also rewatched Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, The Lost Boys. Those are all fantastic movies. I'm probably going to watch like rewatch a movie after this stream actually, and just like I don't know, I want to find something slightly obscure. So yeah. Trying to think. Hmm. And it's also been really cool to just find like music um that incorporates horror. Like I've talked before about like horror punk and just loving that genre. But like I don't know, I've just been finding so many good stuff lately. And it just makes me super happy to find like, you know, great bands that just incorporate this you know, movie references, literary references, and just like, you know, it's just fantastic. It really is. I actually pre-ordered the I say the latest studio album by the West Virginia band Blitzkid. Their latest album, Modern Hell, and that one is going to be really cool. And when you pre-order that album, it's a vinyl that has a CD inside it, and it also comes with a pin and a patch, and I think a mini poster too, which is pretty cool. I actually have how you say I only have now like when that album comes in September, I will have at least like 3 Blitzkid's album. They don't have that many like physical copies of their music, which is a shame. But you know, oh, Art killed. Oh, someone killed Art. Oh well. You know, I actually played a mini game thing um, in the last Fortnite stream actually, and it was like called the Megalodon. If you have Fortnite, here, let me just pull it up. I played this yesterday. Well, no, not yesterday. I played this the Megalodon in my last stream, and it was really fun. It's like a nice walking simulator thing, and like it actually shocked me. I jumped out of my seat 2 times. So you know, really good, really good. If you want to like have like a good walking simulator experience and you have Fortnite, I would definitely recommend the Megalodon. So, yeah. Actually, let's change it up a bit. You know, I have you ever seen the Twilight Zone? Yes, I have actually seen the Twilight Zone. But my question is, what's your favorite episode? My favorite episode is the what's that called? Like besides like the first episode, which that one's very iconic. I really did enjoy about like the Mr. Death one. I really enjoyed that one. It's the second episode. I haven't watched much Twilight Zone. Like I know certain episodes, yes, but you know, I really enjoyed the second one. That was a really good one. Trying to find a there it is. I got inspired. Right now, I don't have a favorite, but I loved the 5 characters looking for the exit. Oh, that's cool. You know, maybe I might actually watch some Twilight Zone later. Hmm. Let me see. I want to try to play like another spooky thing, you could say. I played this Jurassic Horror. My goodness. I was being chased by a T Rex in my vehicle, and it did not go so well. I had to quit that one because it would always catch up to me, and I just did not like it. Interesting. Oh, here's that backrooms things. Actually, I'm actually gonna try this. What do you think? Should I play it? Actually, let's see. Yeah. Okay. This will be my first time in the backrooms. By the way, I did not get to watch the backrooms when it came out, nor have I seen Obsession. I'm not really that interested in that obsession thing. Like, I understand the premise, but I'm not really interested in that. Maybe when the Backrooms comes out for rent, maybe I'll watch it, like rent the movie, maybe. Okay. Got 4 people. Okay. All right. Okay. Obsession kind of gives me a wish. It's a good movie, but there are. I see. Oh, nope. I see. I'll definitely have to check it out. It's so dark in here. Here, let me just turn this light off. Oh, hi. Ooh. There we go. We'll just keep it on green for this at least. Oh, Nerf. Cola. Well, she was. How do I say this? I guess I should be looking. All right. Her, Bugs Bunny, and Daffy Dunk. Dunk? Daffy Duck were actually in the item shop, actually. So. Yeah. What on earth? This feels very strange. Oh, hi. Let's turn on the TV. Okay. Um, I've been dying to see the Backrooms, but sadly I don't have friends who like horror movies. What? Oh. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, like... This is weird. Where am I? Oh. I'm... Well... I understand that. I've been going to the movies... I see. I understand that. You know, sometimes I tell myself that... How do you say this? I want to figure out how I could put this. Nope. Here. Trying to figure out how I can say this. Sometimes I wish that... Apparently a jump scare? All I can say is that, spooky. What was I gonna say? I'm trying to figure out how I can say this. I wish more people, well, like horror movies have been doing really well lately, but there are still people who are like still reluctant for reasons, and you know, that's completely fine, but no, I understand. It is hard when you don't have that many friends who like enjoy, you know, those kinds of movies. Like I know, I say like people who are big fans of it, of like horror and just like nerdy stuff in general. And sometimes, I don't know, when you have people who don't really um, have that interest, it makes it lonely, you could say. And you know, I do get that. So I don't know where. All right. But I generally do hope that, you know, like you can go to, you know, the movies and have all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if it's coming out weirdly. I just, you know, I'm just trying to figure out how to best put things. So. Yes. Okay. Give me a sec. I probably see the films alone when I get some time off of. Well, I hope I do hope that you know you do get the time to go see those films, and you know, all I can say is that there's some there's some nights where when I go to a movie, unfortunately, I've been going to the movies more alone lately, and I'm likely gonna see that new Odyssey movie alone again, but you know, we'll see. The only real time that we went, I say like, I went to the movies with friends, and it was like, wow, like we were almost all on the same page. Um, was when I went to Erie, Pennsylvania, and actually got to see the latest Final Destination movie. And that was pretty good. But let's just say a little bit. Um, a little bit got. I wasn't really prepared for the levels of stuff to happen. Yeah. In case you haven't seen Final Destination, it's like what if happened to its absolute extreme. Really? That's okay, okay. Interesting. Oh, that movie that it definitely did get me. I'll just put it like that. Ooh. I do have to say, like, as a fan of the Misfits, I'm wearing this shirt. As I'm a big fan of the Misfits, I have their shirt. I literally have them tattooed on me. Like seeing the bobblehead was like, made me smile, and I was saying to my sister, "Oh my gosh, look, it's the Crimson Ghosts." The first few good. Oh, okay. Admittedly, no. Admittedly, I wasn't really knowing what I was getting myself into because I had never watched any of the Final Destination movies up until that point. But no, it traumatized uh even thinking about it brings back some like memories of like, oh my gosh, it traumatized me. It made me look at pennies in a very different way. Actually, if you really want a good movie with some like traumatized, yeah, I know. It didn't really traumatize me. It was kind of like how Art the Clown like is disturbing. Ooh, scary. Yeah, definitely. Welcome, welcome. What was I gonna say? But no, like in terms of a really good movie, I would say, what's that called? That new Evil Dead Burn movie was really good. It made me squirm in my seat, and that was like kind of wild. All right. This is kind of freaky. Byron. I'm just following these people. I don't. This is kind of strange. But how are you? It's like 4 a.m. for me. Oh, this is some. That's crazy, man. It's not scaring me. It's just weird. By the way, remember this is Fortnite. What are you playing? Some cheap ass Steam game? No, no, no. This is Fortnite. Fortnite. Like this is like some weird thing that you can play. Here. Jump scare lady, sorry. Oh my. Um you got me when you said that this is some like cheap ass Steam game. Okay. Um all right. What on earth? All right, just give me a sec. Holy shit, that is you. I know. This is this is kind of a new experience for me. What on earth? Wait, hold up. I can't. Okay, there we go. Elevator, there we go. Wait, just give me a sec. No idea. Again, this is all just like a unique experience, personally. Yeah, yeah. I'm also in the affiliate program, actually. And also, no, I have been trying my best. You know. And also, I'm going to be celebrating my second year anniversary on August 1st, actually, which will be pretty sick. What on earth? Trying to think. Hmm? Wait, just give me a sec. Wow. You're really fucking underrated, dude. Maybe try posting clips to TikTok. Yeah, no, I get that. I do. Personally, like, I, I, I can't really see myself doing that because, like, I don't know. I just don't really see myself doing that. All content creators start out really small, and yeah, maybe TikToks could work. That could. Maybe I might make like a second TikTok thing, and just like you know, focus on or YouTube Shorts. Yeah, that could be something. I don't know. Well, I'll have to think about it. When it comes to TikTok, I put concert footage of like ones I have been to, and like I'll find like an interesting band and be like, "Oh, check these guys out," and I'll give like some small info. Okay. Wow, that was scary. Yeah, no, yeah, no, that would be a yeah. Wow, that was. This is not as scary, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, I could. Well, actually, I do say this. If someone wants to like make like a clips channel, uh, everyone has the right to do so. Jesus, that Steam is loud. My apologies. It doesn't really like woo make me jump or anything. Yeah, no, this is not scary. It's just slightly creepy. Oh, we'll just wait after the ads. Okay. Well, yeah, not scary because it's Fortnite. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll put it right here. What on earth? How can I put this down? This is Oh, there you go. But yeah, no, everyone has the right. Well, everyone. I give everyone permission if they want to make like a clips channel on YouTube or TikTok or anything. You have full permission to. Here, just give me a sec. You still play Fortnite last time? You had a. No, I still play Fortnite. I actually Wednesday I might do like a horror stream kind of thing with a fellow creator, and then I'll bring back Fortnite. Yeah. Well, no, not Fortnite. Excuse me, Minecraft. Yeah, yeah. No, probably. Oh, there we go. Also, if it's been a while, yes, I have a new stream room and it looks really fantastic. It took like a month to actually get this place ready, but now it's, you know, very nice. No, I get that. Oh. This is giving me some deja vu. I get that. You know, like, I made I have a Winnipeg, Canada video that I'm working on, and it's been taking like maybe a whole year now. But that's just because like life gets involved and then like it makes it hard to actually like focus. Yeah, if you like to. Like I don't know, I feel like okay, it might be like not the best content strategy, but I kind of take influence from like bands, like musical bands, in that like they'll push really hard on TikTok and all these other platforms, but I kind of like the idea of spreading through word of mouth, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I feel like, you know, I feel like that's a way of, how people grow too. You are not alone. Wait, you are not welcomed. Get out. I'm coming for you. Okay. Interesting. Look at this guy. But yeah, no, I'm probably going to be working on that project, the Winnipeg project, and also a Chicago video before I go up to Winnipeg, Canada again in August, actually. So, yeah. Inspect the fridge and PC. Okay. All right. Whoa. All right, just give me a sec. That was an attempt. Ooh. Ooh, the AI shit. Oh boy. To be honest with you, like I know I'm a little bit like honing in on the AI thing, but like I hate AI. AI is follow the road. Okay. This is interesting. But no, um I'm very staunchly against generative AI, and you will never like see me ever using generative AI. No. AI is the bane of my existence. Yeah, no, it is for me too. I know people personally who get impacted by that whole thing, and no, when I hear AI, all I hear is automation of the worst possible kind. Sounds like Siren Head is coming for you right now. Yeah, definitely sounds like it. It's kind of interesting. This is quite interesting. Here, let me read this. I kind of understand AI at the same time, not because I believe it should be used more like a coworker instead of a replacer. Hmm. I see. Well, I say, is it done? Yeah, it looks done. This was not necessarily my favorite, but we'll head back there. When it comes to how should I say this? Maybe there is a kind of future for it. I'm not entirely sure myself, but I do think it does have consequences that are beyond um, true understanding. Like we're seeing it, like we're seeing it in real time, but I'm afraid what it will look like 5 years from now, or we'll see. Yo, welcome wilderness lad. I hope you're doing great today. I get using it for automatic word correction. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, like here, let me just go to here. What was I gonna say? I think with any approach to like any kind of issue, especially it's like something like generative AI, if it is going to be with us, like it seems like there has to be some regulations, and so far there are some regulations that are out there, but I really do hope that if this is going to be a mainstay, as much as I don't personally like it, there has to be some safeguards because with that one thing that happened with Twitter, that was disgusting. And the fact that that was permitted is insane. So, and that's one of the reasons I don't have Twitter, because I don't want to subject myself to torture. How are you doing today, Wilderness Lad? Yeah, no, exactly. Twitter, I know. I know. How should I say this? Blue Sky is better. I only had Blue Sky for like a bit, and then I got rid of it because I'm not really that too invested in Twitter stuff. Good cooking up an idea for my next stream. That's awesome, dude. By the way, um, we will be having a stream with Wilderness Lad um, sometime this week. I won't be able to do another stream tomorrow because I'm going to work tomorrow night. So, you know. Yeah. But yeah, no. You'll never catch me on Twitter. The only thing like Twitter you'll ever find me on is on Threads. But even then, I don't mess with Threads because I'm not a fan. Well, I don't think about it. I have other things to attend to. My other things to attend to do not involve social media stuff like that. What I'm more invested in is all these metal albums I've been finding. I found this really cool Florida brutal death metal band called Monstrous, and they are so sick. I love finding new metal acts. So. Alright, I think we can now switch back to light. There we go. Oh. My apologies. I would never use Twitter to promote my streams. I understand YouTube, but other than that, nah, Twitter is weird. Yeah, not just is it weird, but well, with any kind of social media, I'm debating on Call of Duty X. Cool. When it comes to like social media, everyone knows that outrage like gets people. What about Blue Sky or well, they're all social media, so they will feed on outrage. Call of Duty Zombies in different ways to make Dark Souls. Oh man. I know it isn't Dark Souls, but I got my Bloodborne Hunter right here. More fun. Damn. Oh, interesting. But what was I gonna say? But no, like everyone knows that Outrage does like do extremely well, and you can create like drama YouTube channels and all that stuff. Personally, I think that kind of stuff doesn't just get boring, but it also is just toxicity, and it's not good for your brain, to be honest with you. Well, it's developed by the same people, yes, but different kind of lore. That's what makes that game different compared to the other Souls games. Listen, I Dark Souls is a cool game stuff, right? But like in terms of lore, I never got into the Dark Souls stuff, only into Bloodborne because that was more relevant to me. Yeah, no, their drama channels are just I don't know, you have to be chronically online to like, you know, keep up with all that kind of stuff. Oh, there we go. No, no, I would never with that kind of stuff. Here, give me a sec. Drama cans. Yeah. What was I gonna say? To be honest with you, like, what was I gonna say about those? With drama channels, they like I know that chronically online is made for a joke, and you know that is, you know, people like teehee. I am chronically online. I know what's going on with this person's situation, and we have to talk about this situation. Like, I don't know about you guys, but in the real world, where you know, like people, ordinary people are not, you know, talking about that kind of stuff. Ordinary people are usually just talking about like what goes on in their community or you know spilling the tea. Yeah, yeah, like what's going on in their local community, or like you know paying with those gas prices, just like you know like real stuff. For me, I can't really see myself in that kind of space. It is a profitable, like I would say, industry, yeah, but you can only handle so much until it breaks you. And that's how I see those kinds of stuff. Short-term stuff, it's doing exceptionally well. Long-term wise, I don't think that person will be okay, if you know what I mean. So, there we go. It's basically yeah. Well, again, like unless it's like well, not even if it is. Well, if it is extreme, like really extreme stuff, then you know that could be something to like explore. But for me as a you know like I see me as a person, I can't really see myself in that. And also, it kind of reminds me before I got into streaming stuff, I was kind of I would say chronically online. because like I don't know, I didn't really go out places. I would wake up, go to work, come back home. That's it. And didn't really actually, go out places. And not until when I got into streaming and just going to like concerts did that whole thing change. And I don't know. I'm more happier now. That's what I think is like a symptom if you are like really chronically online, you are in all these like uh you know drama channels and all that stuff. I feel like internally that does not make you like really a happy person. I don't know. Maybe that's just me like be like just like talk whatever's in my head and everything, but like yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I kind of do think that like the online world is a gift and a curse, much like Pandora's box from Greek mythology. Like you unleash the chaos, and not to sound too pessimistic, but if you are familiar with that Greek story, then you know that the last thing left in the box was hope. And I don't know, I feel like in a world that we now live in with, you know, instant access to all these things, I think it's added a new layer of complexity and more challenges than it's opened up like positive avenues. I don't know. That's what I think. It gives you a short dopamine rush, which you can't help but to follow religiously. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. And that goes for like all other kinds of stuff out there. Like you can give yourself to anything and it will eat you alive. That's why I've been re-exploring my loves, well, my interests, and just bringing that stuff back, you know? Yeah, exactly, exactly. You know, like I don't know. Yeah, like there's a healthy amount between like being online, exploring, but then like just turning off the phone. Like unless you have like a work thing, I get that, but for me, I like to just turn off my phone sometimes and just like meditate for like 15 minutes in utter silence. And that's like something that really gives me some level of peace. Because at least that I know that everything is real. It feels real. There's no like how do you say? I'm trying to figure out how I can put this. There's no algorithm telling you to consume this and to do this. Like I don't know. That's well, I shouldn't say I don't know because no, this is how I generally feel and how I see things, and you know, maybe that's something I should remove from my vocabulary. The phrase "I don't know" is kind of a way of saying I'm not fully confident in how I feel. So, yeah, I know that was pretty long kind of talk, but hey, that's all. Maybe we can go for like 2 hours and 30 minutes. We'll see. I just replace it with Idota. Interesting. I might use that sometime. am I gonna get in there? We'll see. Alright, now it's getting hot again. Oh my goodness. Alright. Sorry. No, it's okay. That's completely fine. I hope you have a great rest of your night and everything else like that. It's always a pleasure having you on the streams and yeah, everything else like that. No need to apologize. Yeah, you too. You take care. Alright, let's see. See ya. You take care. But anywho, let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go on for like another hour and 30 minutes. Like, probably like 2 hours, 30 minutes. We'll see, we'll see. But no, my migraine is gone. I feel like it's still lingering, but I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, shoot. Oh. Ah, that sucks. Let's try a different method, I guess. Ooh, a level up. Let's go. Let's head back to the lobby. But yeah, I plan on doing 8 hours sometime. Again, I'll have to see when I can actually do that. 8 hours is a lot, but I don't know. I feel like it would be fun. Here, let's just do this. There we go. All right. There we go. Let's continue. Lag. By the way, I was thinking about doing another story game just before, like, you know, October. So I don't know. Well, I'll think of like I have a game in mind, but I don't know how I'm gonna approach it. So we'll have to figure that out. I do plan on streaming Lego Batman from 2008. You know, just because I don't know. Well, it would be fun to play that, and plus, I never got the chance to actually play that, so it would be a good way of just reliving a thing from my childhood I did not get to play. And if you're asking, do I still have those McDonald's toys from that time? No. Unfortunately, no, I don't have. I don't have it anymore. I wish I do. Because that was one of my big things back then. All right, come on. You know, I actually saw a tumbleweed 2 weeks ago, actually, which was pretty cool. Okay, yes, there we go. How am I gonna get up there? Oh. How am I gonna... Yeah. Awesome. Let's see what's in here. I hear something. Oh dear. Whoa. Oh, lag. Lag. Here, give me a sec, guys. took them out. All right, let's see. Apologies for getting a little bit passionate back there, but you know, I just needed to just get that kind of stuff off my chest. When it comes to those kinds of topics, I don't really hear that many people actually say anything about it. So there we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hi. There we go. There we go. Let the chaos spread. Playing Fortnite on Xbox, when I got to actually play it on Xbox, I was like, yeah, this is interesting. Personally, I don't think I would do it again, but you know. Trying to figure out how I can block this. Let's get this. Now we're locked in. Nobody can get in. Well, people can get in, but at least it'll give me a chance to actually prepare. Here, let me take this out. This will help. Thank you for watching, by the way. Give me a sec. Excellent. If I just keep locking this up, then nobody will get in. I promise you guys. I'll be safe. Oh, oh dear. This is kind of scary. Well, it's not scary, but, you know, it's a little bit intense. When we're the last people standing, nobody will get in our way. I need to use this suitcase. There we go. Actually, here. Well, it's time to leave anyway. Now there's only just 5 of us left. Come on. Got that one. What do you guys think so far? I think I'm doing great. Got some 3 kills. Could do better, but you know. Alright. I hear some violence over here. Oof. Should have took out that person. Well, it is a little bit laggy though, so I can't complain too much on that end. Alright. Cerberus, the Hound of Hell. The three-headed dog. The underworld. He's here to devour. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, everyone. Just need to chill. Oh, look, it's Godzilla. And look, a Terminator 2 with an Overwatch thing. Oh, yeah, the mech from Overwatch. That's been a while since I actually played Overwatch. To be honest with you, I wish Overwatch was like still as it was. It came to like the gameplay and story and all that stuff. Marvel Rivals definitely replaced them. And we should do like a, you know, Marvel Rival stream sometimes. I think that would be cool. But yeah. A lot of good memories with Overwatch. Oh, burnt peanut. Alright, let's go. Honestly, like I still need to work out that playing music here on the stream without getting copyrighted and all that stuff, because honestly I'm kind of in the mood to just like play some music that I've been enjoying lately. The music being like Peeling Flesh, Sangasuka Bog, Cattle Decapitation, Frozen Soul, like a bunch of stuff. I was gonna say like playing Cancer Slug, but I don't know about Cancer Slug personally. I like Cancer Slug, but they're not for everyone. I'll just tell you that now. It's kind of sleazy. Or, well, no, I would also play like Wednesday 13. Wednesday 13 is a really cool artist. I like him. He's like in his 50s and like he still brings that energy. I would love to see him. And he has a huge collection of like stuff, movie monsters, general pop culture stuff. Most of it's horror, but you got some G.I. Joe in there. for good measure. It's been a while since I actually like. I was never a big fan of G.I. Joe. I did enjoy like the live action movie from 2008, I think. I'm not entirely sure like the specific year that one came out, but like it had Channing Tatum. I think that's his name, Channing Tatum. And yeah, that was a good movie. Kind of like I'm trying to think how I can put this. Like the technology featured in that film reminded me a little bit of like spy kind of technology that you would see in like oh, I don't know. Just like general spy. Like I watched like Spy Kids when I was younger, and none of that technology comes close to the like stuff that was in that film franchise, but like it kind of gave me that vibe. So, yeah. Those nanobite things were pretty sick though, too. To be honest with you too, like I've been looking a little bit into like getting like recollecting like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff from 2012 and like the other like stuff I grew up with. I don't know. It would be nice. And plus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were really fun growing up. And also I want to get like the 1980s TV show. Which by the way, when it comes to like the Ninja Turtles, apparently they were a lot more crude when they originally came out and like were like ooh, a lot more violent. But then over time they eventually became more family friendly. Which honestly, like, I don't know, it would be fun to read those comics one of these days and actually get like, you know, create an opinion on like that whole thing. But I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Maybe I can go to the comic book store and grab some comics and like, you know, make an opinion on it. Cool. Ah, didn't actually get to use my thing. That's a pity. All right. There we go. I just need to stretch a little bit. Dismiss. Alright, let's just change up my character one more time. Instead of Cerberus, Cerberus is a cool character, but I want to get something a little bit different. Demogorgon. Got 11. Got Fiona the human. Her. Being an alien would be cool, but not right now. We do got Jason here, which is cool. Let me see if I can find anyone. Marceline would be fun, but we'll do that in Halloween. Godzilla. I mean, Mecha Godzilla. Well, actually, let's go with Futurama. Let's go with a Futurama character. My favorite character. I plan on getting him, getting Bender Rodriguez tattooed on me at some point. Trying to find something. What would fit him? Yeah, we'll just give him this. And we'll give him a spaceship. Or something space related. I know it's not Futurama, but we'll go with it. Wait. Nah, we'll just let him. We'll let him be as he is. It would have been cool if we got more Futurama characters. To be honest with you. Like getting Amy, Dr. Zoidberg, and all those other great characters. The Professor, Zach Brannigan, all of those good characters. Back. So much lag. Stab this person. Next time when the Ninja Turtles come into like the item shop, I'm definitely gonna pick them up. All of them. I like all the Ninja Turtles. I like Leonardo and Raphael more, but to be honest with you, you can't have one Ninja Turtle. You have to have them all. And well, to be honest with you, Shredder is a great character, but I think the other villains are more interesting. Well, no, not more interesting, but it's good to have some variety. And that's what I would say about like Krang. Everyone knows about the Krang. Well, just Krang. Because Krang in the original the comics and in the and also in like the TV shows besides 2012, Krang is a singular person. Alien. And then there's like the Rat King, and there's a bunch of other characters like that. And I'm not going to bring up Rocksteady and the other person because, yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. All right. Let's go this way. Here we are. Here, let's just get this. Also, in case any of you guys don't know, here, let me grab him. I do have a Bender plushie right here. He's super cool. Like, again, like, Bender, when it came to, like, when I watched it when I was much younger, like, Bender was my favorite, besides Dr. Zoidberg. Obviously, I like them all, but, like, Bender was definitely that one character that has stuck with me. And, you know, like, I've, like, before, how do I say this? I have some friends who didn't know who Bender was, but then when I described his character and sent them clips over on like send them through YouTube, they started to change their tune. And then they're like, oh, this show's actually pretty cool. And, you know, I like exposing people to things of what I grew up with. Makes me, you know, it makes me not feel as old. Yes, I am like 25 and, you know, I'm not old, but, you know, thinking about mortality, all that other stuff. Kill all humans. Sounds like fun on the bun. I'm sorry. I have a bunch of like Bender's phrases programmed into me, and like, you know, I'll use them occasionally. Some of my favorite phrases to use are like, well, besides like bite my shiny metal ass, like besides that one, I also will say like fun on the bun, and what else does he say? Oh, I use this one kind of frequently. I'll be like, yeah, well, screw you. I'm going to be having my flatjacks and hookers. I probably really butchered that one, but you get my point. Those were good days. Oof. There we go. I'm healed. And I'm good inside. Looks like we have a little thing to deal with. Shoot. Oh dear. All right, let's go. We're not barbarians in here. Okay. Oh no. Oh boy, I can sense them. Okay. They're down here. Michael J. Fox. Marty McFly. You are out. Well, I'm not gonna say anything bad about Michael J. Fox. That poor guy's been dealing with Parkinson's, and it would be I would feel terrible, you know, saying something bad about him. But we took out Marty McFly. You know, honestly, the Back to the Future movies, they're good movies, but I personally don't really like care for them as much. Like, they're fun, but time travel movies in general are just not something I've kind of had an interest in, besides, like, yes, like Terminator, like, that's a part of that plot for, like, most of the movies. But time travel stories are just always, like, you have, like, time paradoxes, and just, like, I don't know. They're just not my cup of tea. Like, I did come up with an interesting idea for, like, a story. It would be kind of like a time travel Titanic thing, where, like, people could, like, somehow people had the ability to access a giant ocean of time, and people can go on cruises and, like, travel through time, and it would be contained in a giant bubble surrounding the ship, and, like, you could see, like, dinosaurs or any kind of world event. Like, I feel like that would be an interesting idea. It would be a Titanic, because, like, some type of issue arises, not a giant time uh, iceberg, but there would be something that would cause some issues, and like the ship can crash into like that time period. And it would kind of have like some elements of Doctor Who, because usually in Doctor Who, there's like aliens that are inserted in this point of time, and I don't know, I feel like that would be an interesting like thing to explore that I wish people could like incorporate into a story. Time traveling Titanic. And if you're asking, would there be a Jack and Rose? Probably. There would probably be like something like that. But to compare like the Titanic to it, no, because like yes, that happened over 100 years ago. It was a tragedy, yes, but like I don't know, like a lot of those people on the Titanic were coming here to the U.S. to like seek a better life, and like it's kind of crazy to me, like before, you know, planes, it was like the only way to really get around was through ships. And it's also kind of more crazy to me that it's kind of crazy to me that that world existed over 100 years ago. And a lot of those, like the immigrants of those people, excuse me, the family members of the immigrants who came over here. Yeah, that's a better way of phrasing it. Like they came here and seeked a better life and had all these terrible issues. And you know, despite all the terrible stuff that's going on today, like you know, I think it is beautiful in its own way. I'm talking about like the positive, like the positives, like despite all the suffering and terrible things like that, like I do believe, you know, unfortunately there has been like things that have caused harm, and that's completely terrible. But I do believe in making things more equitable and just meeting people where they are at, and just like try to make things better in a world that like it's impossible to try to make things good 100% of the time, because who's going to say that kind of thing? Nobody, because you know, that's not really exactly possible. But I think with like kindness, empathy, logic, and other like humanitarian values, that those kinds of things can be initiated. And also a lot of those immigrants that were coming here to the States, you know, they came from, how do you say, a lot of them, well, majority of the people on the Titanic were lower class people. I don't even like using the word class, because that because it sounds like that these more richer people are more better than you, and that's never the case. And usually the people who sit there and like protect these people. Well, no, not protect. Like when it comes to like people who have a lot more money, like they'll be like, yeah, they got it through all this. Um, they got it through varieties of means, and apparently they're better. But no, I don't. I not good. Nobody is better. How do you say this? Nobody is inherently better than anyone else. We are all, the same people. We're all part of the same species. And like the largest amount of money does not mean that you are a great person. Having less money does not devalue you as a person. And the only thing that you are, to be judged on is the content of your character. If you are a piece of crap that believes in a lot of anti-human kind of stuff, as in like you only view people as numbers and you feel like you can take advantage of those people. No, those yeah. That qualifies for a piece of shit. So yep. There we go. I should have found like better ways of phrasing things earlier, but this is original. Well, not fully original thoughts because everyone has had these kinds of thoughts before, but this is like from the press, like coming out. So, yeah. All right. Well, anywho, but a time traveling Titanic thing would be pretty sick. Imagine time traveling back and like you seeing like bronchiosauruses, and then you can go to another point in time and see like what. I'm trying to think. Seeing the Ice Age and seeing like people fight mammoths, I think that would be pretty interesting. All right. Oh, Ben 10. But honestly, I just want to say this. I am very thankful to have you guys who do tune in and watch and engage in discussions, like silly ones and interesting ones, yes, but when it comes to like more serious kinds of stuff, it's good to have differing uh, perspectives and talking about it in a polite manner. And again, I do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. It really does help out. And no, I do want to say again, thank you guys. If you're watching this on Twitch, it does mean a lot to me. And if you're watching this over on YouTube, it also really does, you know, make me. It feels good, and all I can say is thank you immensely. It's not to plug anything or whatever, but genuinely, I'm not gonna even like. I know that in my streams I will usually say, hey, if you want to support me, you can, you know, subscribe. Times are tough, and I'm not going to, you know, like it is an incentive that I do need to like, you know, do. But you know, if you, well, I'm not gonna even like say if you want to, or you can always subscribe. You can do that if you want or not. You just watching and watching the ads and like, comment, sharing, and subscribing over on YouTube. That does help. And again, thank you guys. And I want to just also say, if you have something that you want, like, committing does lead to, like, better play. Committing can be difficult, don't get me wrong, but, like, actually, you know, saying, oh, I'm going to make this a fixture in my life, this, like, Twitch, streaming, content creation stuff, like, it has been a saving grace, to be honest with you. I talked about before, like a bit ago, well, now to just shift into this direction because, you know, it has been a part of my evolution. But when I first started, I didn't have a sense of direction. I really didn't. I felt like crap. I felt like a lot of other unsavory things. But then when I started streaming, that's when, like, you know, that being committed started actually helping me out. And knowing people in my scene and just, like, you know, creating experiences. And also, like, Twitch and content creation has given me like a creative space to just be me. And like, as I said, I would go to work, come back home and not do anything else. And then I would be chronically online. Well, I would watch creators and some games I would even like talk to an invisible chat and be like, "Oh, look at this, guys." Like I would do that. But now like actually doing it, it's like, you know, it really has helped me out. Some other people in my life can vouch for me and just, you know, it's made me a lot more happier. Don't get me wrong, when I first started, I didn't have that many people watching and I felt like I wasn't really doing anything with my life, but then, you know, eventually like that mindset changed. And now I'm much happier. Like I still have like those negative thoughts that come in and out, but like it's kind of not has been as intense. And I'm more happy. I'm generally more happier now. And now I feel I have a sense of direction. And honestly, as a young person, they tell you that you have to do this, set of things in order to be quote unquote successful. But even then, nobody really cares to really define it besides outside of like a financial, like you have to make 6 figures or whatever. Like, whoever was telling those people that, this is your definition of success, well, I'm sorry to say, but in the year 2026, that's more harder. And plus, we've become a little bit more better on how we approach certain things like that. And now, like, I don't know, I've come to these realizations. And I see a lot of people who are, like, I'm an insecure person, right? Everyone's insecure in some capacity. But I've also been thinking it's very human to have those kinds of things. And as long as you have, like, the people that are around you who care about you and love you for who you are and your flaws and everything like that, that's, like, invaluable. That really is. And sometimes you will have those folks that well, you have to just watch. You just have to remember that, Yeah. All right. I'm actually genuinely curious about this. Let me see what this does. But yeah, no, this has been a major positive. Streaming has been. All right, let's go this way. It's given me a sense of direction, and I would never give it up. Never. It's been that impactful. And also just going out places too have also, like, been a huge, like, positive. Sometimes you will meet unsavory kinds of folks, but hey, that's just life. There was this person who told me, like, you have to be okay with being uncomfortable. And no, that does ring true, It really does. In life in general, you're going to have those uncomfortable moments, and, I've just been trying to remember that when it comes to insert thing. Ah, crap. Let's try like 2 more matches. I know that's like 2 hours right now and like 26 minutes, but I want to go for like 2 extra matches. But yeah, no, that's all I have to say. Just genuinely pursue the things that actually make you happy, and just, like, just live life. That's all I will say. You're only given one life, and, don't waste it. All right, we're almost there. Let's just change the color to yellow. Or let's go with purple. Well, it's a pinkish purple, so. Excuse me. I like this. Lag. Come on. Let's go, Bender. But yeah, no, this will probably come out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do for tomorrow morning. Because, as I said, tomorrow night I will be, how you say? I will be working just because I've had this slight change. But hey, I get to do some overtime, which is good. And then in August, that's when I'm actually going back to my normal schedule. And then also, like, for streaming, it'll be my normal schedule, too. Yeah, baby. Alright, come on. Let's just wait until it's done. One more phrase I actually do use from Bender quite a lot is meat bag. Sometimes I'll call someone a meat bag. Ah, crap. Turn to lobby. I think probably when I, how do you say? I'm going to be streaming again on Thursday. I will be going back to Minecraft. And I'll figure out when I can do like a story game again. And it will be like Batman, Lego Batman 2008. Because Lego Batman is cool. Oh, sick. You know, let's actually go with a superhero. Well, a super villain. We gotta go with a super villain. Where is... There he is. Hopefully I actually got him a cool weapon. I don't think I actually did. Well, this is actually kind of cool. Yeah. Where? Oh, there he is. There. Incredible. Honestly, Green Goblin is pretty sick too. I like his traditional look than I do like I say the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. They were cool. They were cool and all, but I like the traditional look. I really do like how do you say? Green Goblin's original look like this and Hobgoblin. Okay, yeah. No, I'll have to figure out when I can do 8 hours. 8 hours sometime. Maybe in August. I can devote myself to that goal. Well, no, it's more of a test, actually. I'm genuinely curious if I can do it 8 hours. I'll probably not do it as some other people. Some people do it for like 8 hours, 24 hours. I couldn't do that. 24 hours, no. But I'm generally curious what my limit is. For, like, kind of did like almost 5 hours once. But that was when I was playing Doom Eternal, when I was taking on the Icon of Sin. And that was like a really exhausting, how do you say? Really exhausting one. I had to take a kind of a not wrong, long rest after that one. But I will probably watch like maybe the Twilight Zone or something like that. Watch something fun. Actually, let's keep there. We're keeping this, but in the meantime, let's just collect all this extra stuff. Lag. Give me a sec. All right, let's go. All right, there we go. A vault key? Cool. How am I going to get over there? Well, we'll just run over there. I wish I had a car to just drive over there. Ooh. Hopefully that has something. Oh, exactly what I needed. Oh, please. Do I have to get underground again? Ah. Apparently I have to go underground. Again. Lag. Oh. There we go. Wow. Lag. Oh, sick. What was that? No, it'd be actually cool, kind of Fortnite stream. Actually, like, not hurting anyone. And, like, there's, like, a special achievement you can actually get if you don't harm anyone and you survive to the very end. I think that would be pretty cool. To actually, like, do something like that. Like, the whole incentive of Fortnite is to fight. But, like, it's a cool, like, passive thing that if you do it, you can, like, get a special achievement. Which is pretty cool. Boy, but look how thick my legs are now. Jeez. Look, it's Olivia Rodrigo. Hi.
Hey, I'm Olivia Rodrigo. It's brutal out here, huh?
I can't jam. I would jam. But here. Thanks, Olivia Rodrigo. Again, by the way, it would be really cool to see Olivia Rodrigo live. I think that would be pretty cool. There's only like a couple pop artists I actually like, and like it would be interesting. I'll probably look at that in just a bit. Here we go. There we go. That's one way of making an entrance. Lag. Alright, there we go. Ooh. Never mind. Let's keep it. Let's keep this vehicle. Ooh. Finally. Only got like 2 kills, but hey, that's fine. It means I don't die. Ah, come on! Ah, useless piece of crap. Go! That was a pretty explosive ending. Apologies for that. I try to be a little bit corny. I like, to be honest with you, corny is like, some people are not a big fan of that kind of stuff, but I like to be slightly corny. I think it's a fun way of living life, kinda. Being more silly. Oh, shoot! Yeah, baby. There. Slurp it up. That one sprite actually makes me... Oh no, it's interesting. Oh, shoot. Okay, I need a better gun. There. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let me just reload my gun. All right. Let's go. Ooh. Excuse me. This is so much fun. Honestly, just doing like stuff like this, it's just super fun. That's why I like Fortnite. It's not an incredibly serious game. Like, I don't know, that's one of the some of the appeal why I like Fortnite a lot. And why it's probably like my second favorite game. There's other games I like Maneater, The Witcher, and Doom Eternal, and all that other stuff. But I like to have my silliness. And just like... Yeah. There. Okay, we got 5 kills. But we need some healing. Uh-oh. So many years ago when this thing came out, I loved this thing. Wait a minute. I need that. Yeah. Here we go, baby. Ooh. Let's hunt for something else, chat. All I need now is some shield. Was that unnecessary? Yes, it was, but hey. YOLO. Alright, let's try to find some shield juice. Crap, crap, crap. That was a small hole. Super small. Somehow I was able to put my whole body through it. Alright. Let's speed this up, shall we? Alright, here we go. Alright. There is only 4 people left, and I need a place to hide, because that is a better idea than Blazing Saddles, which, by the way, great movie, by the way, by director Mel Gibson. No, not Mel Gibson. Not Mel Gibson. No. I'm trying to remember his name. Not Mel Gibson. Mel Brooks. That's his name, Mel Brooks. Honestly, one of the best comedic directors out there. Much better than all these other, like, comedian people or whatever. Just perfect comedy. If you want, like, real OG comedy, him. And Larry David. All these other people are pretenders. Whoa! My boomstick. Yeah! Oh, you dingleberry? There's only 2 of us left. Oh, please, let's find a shield. Oh! Hi! Oh, come on! Did you see that? GG. That was ridiculous. Oh well. That was good. That person did well. Well, honestly, I think we just We're almost to 3 hours. That's good though. That's good. I was just intending this to be kind of short, but hey, we're rolling. We are rocking and we are rolling. I'm sorry. This person's back in the item shop. But yeah, no, next time when Olivia Rodrigo is in the item shop, I'm definitely gonna pick her up. Because she is great. I like her. But yeah, no, great album. Mm-hmm. Um, all right, let me just go to my over here. I just want to say again, thank you so much for joining the stream. I had a fantastic time with you guys. Um, I will be back maybe on Wednesday with Wilderness Lad, and we'll do something fun together. And again, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and watching. It does really do help. I will see you guys again. Until next time, stay happy, healthy, and everything in between. I hope you have a great day and night wherever you are in the world or whenever you're watching this over on YouTube and here on Twitch temporarily. And yeah, all that good stuff. See ya.